Hey everyone, it's Abel. All right, so IBL playoffs are upon us. Just to let you know, we're in the final hours. Please register your teams, or it's going to be very bad for you. I know, for example. So today we're going to go over just a overall breakdown of the 8 groups. We're going to take some, bets, some thoughts about what kind of groups we're actually to look for. And then we're just going to talk about it a little bit and see what happens. Okay? So watch the intro and we'll go through this. All right, late. All right, welcome back, everyone. Okay, so this is probably the most exciting time besides KVK and new events and waiting for updates to possibly come up. This is IBL playoffs. All right, so let's step by step, let's navigate this so you can be on the same page with everyone else. Old servers, new servers, migration, working together as a team, keeping everyone together. This is probably the most important part of IK community that there is. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and the Illusion Battlefield, of course, our favorite place. We got Prime Leagues. Now, overall, we're going to look at this Venn diagram over here. Okay. And you have 8 groups. Now, out of these 8 groups, there are 2, 4, 6, 8 people, which are alliances, not servers. So 8 times 8, that's going to be 64. There's 64 teams in the playoffs. What groups are going to be the ones to look at? Now, I played this game since the beginning of IBL, and there's a lot new servers that are up here. So that's cool. There's a lot old servers that are up here. That is actually cool as well. That means people are sticking together and people are keeping this important. So that was a good thing to actually think about. Okay. Now, when it comes to these groups, how are they formed? They are formed basically on the aspect of what your records show. So we'll go over here and we'll see our records. Okay. So we have our records over here. It'll show your defeat, show your victory. What's important about this is total victories or total battles is going to be 8. Okay, there are 10 slots. You're able to skip 2 matches in the preseason, prelims, if you want to call it that way. Okay, there is a manipulation tactic. You are able to not play all these and still skip them and still make the playoffs. I hope IK changes this. I hope people play all 8 matches to actually qualify in the playoffs, because what's that going to do? It's going to change IBL in a nutshell. Because as we go down here, we're going to see people that only play 5. So that's 3 less games that they chose to play. And that's, in my opinion, this is my opinion, that should be against them. But how they rank this is by point status. Okay, so in the prelims, you're going to be able to see it. You're going to see the rankings. And if you play IBL, you know what I'm talking about. If you do not know what I'm talking about, check it out next season. Okay, so play all 8 games because you are going to test yourself. You're going to test your team. You are going to find who is there and who is not, who works well and who doesn't. That is the point about this. So, what groups are we going to look at and watch? So, group 1, Coming into it, we got server 38. They've always been pretty good, but this is going to not be their strongest alliance. So we got Buns taking this one for sure. Okay, now you can lose a match and then you come over here and you go to the silver bracket, sorry, and then you'll have a chance to make it to the end. So 2 teams will actually progress from this stage of the playoffs. Okay, and then I'm going to take Buns on this one, and then 193 is good, but I think they lost a couple other people. So these new guys over here, we got 300. 300's been on the radar. They might take it too. You never know. 14, I think they kind of died off, but they made the playoffs. So let's look at the records. And they played 7. So that's actually pretty good, but haven't really had any kind of big matches. And they definitely lost it against Buns. Okay, no harm, no foul on that one. Group 2, Cubs. I mean, we got to give it to them. 8-8, you know, played all their matches, and we lost against them on Mystic Knights. And I mean, pretty much all the way, they had easy matches all the way till the very end. That's just how matchmaking works. And let's see here, that's about it. Okay, and then group 3. So you got a lot of new teams. You got 38 over here as well, and then Breaking Bad, and then it's looking, I don't know who's gonna take that one, maybe 38, but they only played 5. And then Breaking Bad, let's see, they played 6 and they still made it, but they lost against a new server. So let's focus on that one real quick. And then group here, along with Gods, 105, they only played 4. Okay, so when we're going through this, keep in mind that you don't have to play all your matches. You're allotted 2 misses, but a lot of the playoff people don't play all their battles. Again, I'm going to state that is totally against everything that this part of the game is about. It is a very horrible aspect. So it should count against everyone. Then you got 107 over here, 170. Let's skip down real quick and let's go to group 8. So group 8, you got 300, and then old school 56, and then you got 38 as well. But this one is going to be an alt alliance, and then Hakuna Matata. They only played 4 as well. They lost a couple people. A lot of people kind of left, so that's not looking the same. Group 7, you see 170 against 170. Well, who's gonna win that? It's gonna be the top one. Okay, SF. And then 38, Art of War. And then 38 over here, it's gonna be 38 and 170. You guys already know that. But server 45, they kind of keep it together and they're pretty good over there. So group 6 is going to be a pretty good group to watch, actually. So we got 139 and 56 right off the bat. Now Wolf Blue Academy, they made it pretty far. They are definitely an alt, but how they play the game is, though, this will probably be in 1900, so that's going to be a good one to watch. And then you got 136, so 136 over here, and 57 I think actually did, nope, they only did 3, so they alted out. And then 136, they played 6 of them. Okay, so keep that in mind. That is kind of, and then we got Lion over here. So Lion, they played 7, but they definitely kind of, they worked it, you know, they did all right. They played themselves, which is cool. And then 45 Vanguard, is okay. So I don't know. In a nutshell, guys, let's just be real. Like, they kind of need to revamp all this. I really hope that new servers are coming into this and they're gonna press. So a little takeaway from this is I want new servers to care about their community, grow their team, learn this game, learn how you make immortal marches and use your skills correctly, because this is going to be a nutshell of the whole game. Okay, and let's, as a community, let's grow this and just hit it strong. Group 5, and then you got Pride over here. So, and then you got 209. They only played 5. You know, you got Pride over here. They played 7. That's good. And then beyond that, 277. I've heard about them, but they only played 4. You know, so nothing to really kind of go off of. So this is IBL. There's gonna be some crazy matches. They're not gonna be in the first round. We're gonna see who wins. All right, guys. Like.